solar power! Look at these bad boys. So these are the solar panels we picked up during the Superbus Mk.3. Me and my old man went and picked them up. I can't really remember where from. I just remember that the people who sold them to us were very nice. So yeah, this is now charging. If I come up here, ooh, smoothie, banana and strawberry, some cashew nuts, ice cubes, and skimmed milk or semi-skimmed milk. And then I can do this. It doesn't. It makes the video straighten out. So there you go. It's charging. Our batteries are charging. So yeah, I don't know what I'm doing next. I think Fred's on his way over, so hopefully we'll get some of the bathroom done. Fingers crossed. So yeah, I'll catch you back up. Un momento, por favor. Okay, so yesterday, while we were watching the last episode of the Superbus, me and Law were talking about these boxes, and she asked a very important question. If you're going to use these boxes for water storage, it might be best to work out if they can hold water first. So we're going to fill this thing up, put the lid on it, and if it holds all the water no problem, then we know it'll work as a grey water tank. We're also probably going to wrap stuff around it and just give it a bit more structural support. It looks to be doing alright so far. I'm expecting the corners to split, although to be fair, this ridging for the lid should offer it a bit more structural stability. Structural stability. So we'll see. Hopefully this goes alright. Now I know on Amazon it says that this container is a 10 litre container, and although they give it to you in the liquid measurement number, I don't think they're meant to hold liquid. I think they're just 10 litres, this is what you can store. So this seems to be holding up pretty well though. I would say this is a success. Success? Success. Yeah, I'd say that is a massive success. Let's put the lid on.
Hey there, guys.
Oh, it's Fredders. You're right, boss.
You're recording?
I am recording. We'll put the lid on. Now, when we do this in the actual bus, this is going to be mastic down or super mastic, like the stuff we've got for the caravan. And yeah, it holds together. I'm pretty impressed by that. Just running a water tank test because we had some concerns last night. Well, there you go. That's that. We'll be right back. Okay, Fredders is doing some woodwork. Amazing. What we've decided to do is we're going to put additional beam across the tops of all three of these stud walls. So like across there. And that will give it a bit more support when, like, if we accidentally fall into it or knock it and things like that. And it'll also make it a lot easier for us to put these in because they won't be sort of creaking and groaning as we're trying to sort all the stuff out. Also, I would like to make a quick update on this. It still managed to hold everything. It might have been a bit of a leak when I moved it, but I've taken the lid off to see if reducing the structural rigidity is going to bend it out of shape any, and apart from sort of like this tiny little bit here, there hasn't been anything, so we're going to keep an eye on it, but I think it'll be sweet. So yeah, catch you up in a sec. Okay, so we're going to see if we can charge the... they're just tall batteries, it's not like impact batteries or anything like that, is it?
Well, the lithium ion,
yes. Right, so what we're going to do is we're going to see
10.8 volt.
If with our solar system we can actually charge this stuff up. Right. Oh, it beeped. Oh, and it's on.
We're on.
You're kidding, is it working?
Yeah.
Ah, the inverter system works. Inverter solar system. We can charge power tool batteries up now. That's amazing. And then this is dropping, actually. So we'll see if this stays above 12 volts. Because if this drops below 12 volts, then this will go into weird shutdown power mode. But it seems to be holding for the time being, man. That's awesome. That's really exciting. Maybe the solar panels are just keeping it topped up enough. It's dropped to 12.
So that's free power.
Yeah, basically.
Well, that's free electric.
Yeah. You have to buy all the stuff for like the setup, like the batteries.
But we're charging the battery for free.
Yeah, it's free energy now, basically. Like as long as the sun is in the sky, we can store that energy and use it.
Fucking
It's
power.
amazing, isn't it?
Fuck the government.
Too right. This is why it's all about self-sufficiency, man. Get off the grid and that. It's holding. It's holding and it's charging the battery.
Yeah.
You don't need to be tied into the grid to pay massive electricity bills and things like that. I can run my computer off of this, technically, because the computer's only 500 watt.
If it's running that charger, it'll run your computer.
Yeah, I reckon so.
I'm pretty sure. It's not actually running the computer, is it? It's running the power pack for the computer, and then the power pack runs it.
Yeah, it's like it starts the PSU, and then the PSU sends it around the computer. 11.9. So the power is going down, but the inverter hasn't shut down yet.
It'll be charging quicker than it's going down as well, I should think.
Yeah, I reckon so.
Like, the battery will be charging quicker than...
When it's sunny, definitely. When it's a bit overcast like it is now, I think there might be some problems, but as soon as the sun comes out again, it'll be like, bam. Well, how exciting! That's cool! Okay, so here we have the frame for the for the kitchen, for the shower wet room type deal that we're doing. I've just cut these, so you see this is wood and this is the old fabric. It's not very straight there, I'm not very good at cutting this stuff, but that's alright, because if I show you this, ta-da! Not only will this be in place, but there'll also be a cover on this wall which will actually hide this line entirely. So I've made sure to cut it sort of more in there, so that when I cover up this board it will be fine. I'm keeping this in, using it as wire conduit. I'm just going to take these little bits out, perhaps with a grinder, and then because there's holes in there, I'll be able to cable tie and stuff like that. So that'll be pretty neat, or I'll put a screw in there and then cable tie to the screw. So yeah, we're taking all the carpet out of the inner wall. Fred said to leave the floor in, the carpet of the floor in. Sorry, I didn't mean to spin the camera then. Leave the floor in to allow us to just plyboard over the top of it, and then really seal in the plyboard, and that'll be that. So yeah, everything's coming along. We've had to, unfortunately, not all of my walls match up entirely now, because we had to do some modifications while we were fitting it. Like the door came out really small, even though I'd measured it a couple of times. I thought, yeah, that sounds like a reasonable size. So we've had to change it a little bit, but that's fine, because we're getting rid of the cooker and putting a fridge in its place instead, and we're just going to have the sort of stovetop gas cooker thing going on, and that area there, that little cubby hole, will become storage. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with this. We're going to panel it in the van as well, so we're going to cut bits to size and then panel it in and make sure we seal all the gaps, and then we're going to wallpaper. For the outside we're probably going to wallpaper, and on the inside we're going to use a combination of like lino, fiberglass, that sort of stuff. Lino, is that the right term? I don't know, you know, the sort of kitcheny stuff. So yeah, once we've done that, well, that's not going to be this episode, but I'm going to get on with some other bits and pieces and get right back to you. Okay, so I've just wired in the first of the electronical systems temporarily, because obviously they've got to go through the Zig unit as well. Or I could wire that differently and just have it charge the batteries. But I think if I put this in here, right, this switch over here, I don't know if you can see that, let me turn the camera around. This switch has lit up. Oh, crap. There you go. So that switch is now lit, and if I turn it, okay, that hasn't done anything. I'm trying. Yeah, let's play with this. I'm hoping to get the van lights working. Oh, let's turn that on. What if I move you to the middle then? Yay! Okay, so there's no light on the switch anymore, but that's fine, that's not a big deal. If we look up here, if I flick this switch, yeah! How cool is that? That's pretty funky, isn't it? Right, so that's a temporary switch for the lights. That absolutely drains my batteries. It's taken it straight down to 12.1 from like 12.7. And now it's just getting lower. So yeah, definitely need to change those for LEDs as soon as possible. But yeah, that's the first system in. Temporarily at least anyway. And I have also just installed the solar system. So there's the two solar panels up there on the dashboard. One of them's in the little cubby tray thing, and the other one's just up on the dash there. And they're wired into the actual car battery, or the van battery, just to make sure that it stays in charged condition. So there we go. Okay, right now I'm just making up the frame for the solar panels, the two movable ones that we're going to be able to just move about wherever on the van, and then the other two are going to go up on the roof at some point. We're not too sure yet, but yeah, that's what I'm getting on with, and I'll show you once it's all done. Okay, the travel pack is set up and plugged in. So these are the solar panels that we're going to move around the bus when we need to, and those are the ones that are eventually going to go on the roof down there. So, should be sweet. Okay, that's going to be it for another episode, guys. Thank you very much for watching. We managed to get the shower in. Placement for the water jugs, I think that was already a thing. Solar panel travel packs there, they're covered up at the minute. I might have had a slight accident, one of them fell on the floor, but they still charge, so it's fine, it's okay. And then there's 2 more down there on the floor which will eventually go up on the ceiling. After seeing that though, I don't really know how strong they're going to be. We might need to reinforce them a little bit more or something like that, against bumps and shunts, and maybe just give them their own sort of sponge system, so at least they're not breaking and cracking. But they're still charging completely fine, so there's no worries there. All the stuff down there is sorted, the electricals, so that's sweet. Oh, this arrived while I was working. It is a laptop battery, it is for my drill. I hope everything will be explained in an upcoming video elsewhere on my channel, so be sure to check that out. It won't be labelled as a super bus video, it will be upgrading drill with laptop battery or something to this effect. So that's me done for today. I'm going to head indoors. Massive thanks to Fred for popping over, that was cool. And yeah, next episode I'm going to start cutting out sections of ply to ply line all this. I'm going to do it in little bits and pieces and then make sure all the gaps are really sealed, and then on the outside I'm going to do wallpaper or something to that effect, and then on the inside it's going to be waterproof doodad. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Take it easy, all the best, and I will catch you on the next episode. Bye bye.